This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. Welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure. And this is my perspective. So I got two articles to read to you because we talked about this before. But I'm really hammering it home because it need to be hammered home. Y'all don't like to get it. You little butter biscuit eating divestment crew. Y'all don't like it. So this is partially why I do it. But more than that, we need to actually just understand what's happening here. I'm going to read two articles to you. And then we're going to come back and we're going to cook. You'll see where I'm going. All right. All right. So I'm taking a look at this article here. People have heard about this one. Woman shot by police after holding Walmart employee hostage. A Mississippi woman was deleted Wednesday after she entered a Walmart and held an employee hostage. The incident occurred about 5:45 p.m. when the Richland Police Department reported an incident at Walmart involving a weapon. Hours later, Carlunda McGinnister, 21, she's just 21, was deleted by officers after she had held an employee hostage and demanded to speak to a news anchor, according to a report. Hey, give me a news anchor down here right now, McGinnister said, according to footage of the incident circling on social media. I need help. Give me a news anchor down here. McGinnister held the employee with one hand and a gun with the other as she spoke. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Give me a news anchor, she said. Police demanded that she drop her gun before eventually shooting her. It's devastating for all parties involved, the officers, everyone that was involved in this situation. You know, with the Christmas season coming, mental health is a big deal because of the stress involved in the Christmas season. No other injuries were reported, and an independent investigation into the incident is being performed by the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. I'm going to stop sharing that. We're going to move over to the other article. Okay. Take a look at this one. After briefly evading the law, two white men jailed in an unprovoked attack on a black woman at a Louisiana Walmart. Louisiana authorities have jailed two men they say racially harassed a black woman while she shopped at a Walmart store late last month. The men, identified by online users as 22-year-old Dylan Reynolds and 24-year-old Michael Walters, were wanted on hate crime charges stemming from the November 29th incident, according to the Monroe News Star. West Monroe police posted an image of the suspects to its Facebook page on Tuesday and apprehended the suspects by Thursday with the help of online users. A police report filed in the incident states the woman had just left West Monroe store and was loading her items into her car when the two males approached and began terrorizing her. The entire incident was captured on surveillance video. While in the parking lot, the victim was yelled at and called an N-word, officers wrote in the report. The female rushed the items into her vehicle, tried to escape the two white males while they were yelling racial slurs at her. The woman fled the scene in her vehicle. One of the men chased her on foot with an empty shopping buggy which he rammed into the back of her van as she slowed to clear a speed bump. The car caused over $1,000 in damages to her vehicle. According to surveillance footage, Reynolds and Walters hopped in a dark gray Dodge Ram 2500 pickup and sped off before police arrived. The truck in question was also spotted in a photo on Reynolds' Facebook page. Louisiana news outlets report that Reynolds and Walters were booked into Ouachita, I want to say. Hopefully that's the correct pronunciation. Correctional Center in Richwood, Louisiana on Thursday and remain in custody as of next morning. The bond for each was set at $20,000 on the hate crime charge. So let me stop sharing that. Here's the thing. Black women have been getting 3 of 4 P's from the society ran for all intents and purposes by white men. Black women have been getting 3 of 4. It's important to note that they have not been getting all 4, and never was that the agreement. They want the 4th one, and white men have collectively withheld it. But through society, white men have made it certain to give Black women provisions, be that on the poverty end with the welfare and food stamps and Section 8, or on the other end of that, the educational perks and supports for Black women to get higher paying jobs and receive higher education than their Black male counterparts. White men in society have, by and large, made sure that Black women's problem solving can get addressed. That they solve the problems that Black women have collectively and things of that nature by setting up various different programs and things that she can involve herself in. Should she have any issues within society, there's an avenue where they can be addressed. He has provided protection in the form of police, security, trying to have a safe society, things of that nature. Black women have been given 3 P's, 3 of 4 by the society. The 4th one he withheld, though, procreation. The only time that white men engage with procreation of any sort with Black women is to get her children into the system one way or the other. She realizes sometimes in grand fashion that the children that she physically births into the world don't actually belong to her, because the state can come and take them at any time for any reason, whether it's legitimate or not. Black women have wanted procreation, though, in the loving sense from white men, and white men do not give that to them, neither in society, nor do they give it to them personally by and large. Now, this is important because what's happening here is white men collectively are showing Black women what they think of them in terms of procreation. They don't mind harassing and deleting you. They don't actually like you. They're letting you know there is no love. There is no care. There is no concern. We're not worried about your well-being for real. We don't care. We will delete you. We'll do it whether we're in a relationship with you or not. We'll do it whether we know you or not. The older ones will do it. The younger ones will do it. Those 2 men in Louisiana did not know that woman. We don't know if any words were ever exchanged between the two, between those men and her, whether in the store or not. But what it boils down to is that they were angered with her for whatever reason and decided that harassing her was the answer. So she's in the parking lot and they're, coming up on her, calling her N-words, threatening her, intimidating her. They end up running a cart behind her, vehicle, apparently it was intimidating enough for her to try to flee. That's interesting that she tried to flee from them. But these are the women that square up with black men and try to argue with you and fight with you. But she ain't got that kind of smoke for Dylan. Okay. She don't got that kind of smoke for him. She's scared of him. Because see, he's the one with the real weight of the environment behind him. So he can put consequences on her and won't necessarily be held accountable for that, for what he does. Yet it's black men that black women cheer for when they're on the downfall or when black men are facing some adversity. Black women would cheer that on. But these are the men, these white men are the ones that are outside randomly. See, y'all like to talk about the stat about how black men are doing it, which we don't see evidence of that. But what we do see is video evidence of white men actually harassing y'all, beating on y'all, arguing with y'all, cussing y'all out, and in some cases deleting you. Another instance was the woman who held somebody hostage at that Walmart. I thought it was interesting that one of the things reported was her saying, I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but I need a news anchor. I need help. See, you be going to white men and white society asking them to understand you, asking for understanding. You are asking for help. You are asking for care and concern. You are asking for somebody to look after you. You are asking for somebody to care about what you're going through. And white men do not care what you go through. She's talking about she need help and she's not there to hurt nobody. They blasted you. See, a white boy can go somewhere and be an active shooter and they won't shoot him. They'll arrest him. You can go somewhere and pull that same stunt, don't actually shoot nobody, but you threatened it and you had a hostage, and they're not going to think twice about aiming up, putting you in the scopes and blowing you to smithereens. They don't care. See, you came asking for help and you thought that by you being a woman and you being a black woman, that some empathy, that they would have some sympathy, that they would have some leniency on your plight or situation. Reality is they don't care about your plight or your situation. Because white men have never seen black women's femininity. Because it helps their system and it helps you support their system when your femininity is ignored and when it is stripped from you. So they don't recognize it. So when you come somewhere and you looking for help, but you acting belligerent at the same time, they're not going to say, oh man, this is a woman in trouble. Let's try to have sympathy. You don't have to delete her. We can get her. No. They're just going to delete you and you'll be another N word, B word, E and B out with a toe tag on. Out of their face and out of their way. They don't care about harassing and deleting you. You don't mean anything to them. Your sole purpose is to ruin the black community, in which you've done a fine job, but there is no reward. There is no pot of gold at the end of that rainbow at all. There's nothing but a pit of darkness at the end of it. And you fell right into it. And there's not going to be any rope. There's not going to be any ladder. There's not going to be any saving it. It is what it is. You get 3 P's conditionally. Provision, problem solving, protection. You don't get that. They telling you what that fourth, that procreation, that love, they telling you what that's about. Oh, we don't love y'all. Not at all. Don't get it twisted. But y'all keep sitting up there acting like white men love y'all, and they don't. It is not conducive to white supremacy and the tenets of white supremacy to uphold your femininity at all. They are upholding white women's femininity, her sanctity as a woman, not you, not ever you. Okay? Anyway, I want to draw everybody's attention to the fact that you can now go to thecrimsoncure.com and you can get your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, and it's on sale now. So very proud to be able to offer you this wonderful work. And also, we are still holding Black Lives Matter accountable for the $100 million theft and misuse of donated funds. So if you want to make a purchase for the book, the link is in the description. If you want to sign a petition, the link is also in the description. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Okay, we're on the way to 100K. So help us by subscribing to the channel. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.